Oh, yes. All right. We're back. This is Chaplain L, WPEB 88.1 FM, West Philadelphia. Stand up. We're here live with Miss Renee, station manager. I'm sitting in and I'm interviewing a wonderful legend here, Brother Norman Connors. Brother Norman, how you feeling today? You're still in the building.
I feel good. It's a beautiful day out. It's been some beautiful days since I've been here. I've been here for about a month now, so that's all good.
All right, excellent. So, I mean, people have heard of your music. They haven't seen you lately, but I know you got a show coming up you was talking about.
Yeah.
Now, give me an example of one of your most memorable, like, if you could think back, I know you've done a million shows.
I did a million shows.
But if you could just give me a snapshot of one of the most diverse audiences or themes that you might have participated in.
Well,
excuse me.
I did so many great shows. I did a lot of shows at the Village Vanguard back in the day, and the Village Gate, all in New York. But one of my memorable shows was the one I did with Phyllis Hahn and featured Phyllis. We did Carnegie Hall in New York and Avery Fisher Hall.
Okay. So what made that unique?
I had an orchestra. I had a full orchestra, and Phyllis came out in gowns, and I was leading the orchestra and conducting, and I played drums and all of those kind of things. And at one time, when I first started out, when I did the Village Gate, I used to have African drummers and African dancers and people with stilts and all of that, and that was part of my show too. And my band at that time was called the Dance of Magic.
Yes. Okay. So that was what years?
This was 1972, 1973, 1974, when I had Dee Dee Bridgewater. She was my singer.
Wow. It seems as if back at those times, people were much more agreeable to be cultural.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a part of what we want to bring back. You know,
I think it's coming back. I mean, it never really went anywhere, but I think it's going to be more plentiful.
Thank you. I'd just like to know, because I know that you have this show coming up on the Clef Club, and I'm not sure what year that is, but let's see what the date is coming up.
June 14th.
It's June 14th, correct?
It's July 14th.
July 14th. Okay. That's very important. All right, because today is like the 14th, so I'm like, is it tonight? Okay, so it's July 14th, right? And you'll be at the legendary Clef Club. Yeah. And it's so much of an honor and a privilege because my illustrious wife here, Poetica, she actually has been a resident there and working with one of the music directors, Brother Richard Hill. Honors to Mr. Hill, honors to Mr. Don Gardner, and of course Mr. Hines down there at the legendary Clef Club of Jazz and Performing Arts School. Yes, see? So she's there every Monday with Richard. So we really love to come see you on the July 14th day, because that's like a Friday, right?
Yeah, that's a Friday.
Yeah, so it's been such an honor because I wanted to know about the diversity piece too, because Poetica, on her album that she has out now, Legend of Poetica, it's a lot of hip hop, it's a lot of reggae, soul music, it's a mix. Now Richard, though,
gumbo soup, huh?
Yeah, and Richard though is taking that whole sound of the CD that was given to you, right? And he's playing live, like the jazz version, live underneath those same songs. So that's why I was asking you how open you are to that diversity thing, and have you ever collaborated with soul singer or somebody like Poetica that does reggae and world music?
I'm gonna a couple of different rappers, Ice-T and a few other people that asked me who was gonna do something together, and I'm open. I'm open to all types of things. I love all types of music.
Ice-T.
I love reggae. I love some of the better hip hop. And
I know that's right.
I love way out jazz. I love smooth jazz. I love everything. Long as it's beautiful and great.
Right.
I love greatness.
So
I like Tupac. I like Biggie.
Ah!
Those are great people.
Now, you heard it here first. You know, and from the legend, it's such an honor because you doing that music. A lot of elders did not respect our generation for doing the types of music we did.
Oh.
So it's thank the Most High for you and your contribution. And I'm gonna go home. We're gonna go play this the rest of the day. I mean, I see Phyllis Hyman up on here in this ticketing thing. You know, what's that about? And give us a little recap.
Yeah, well, Phyllis is one of my greatest singers. I had some great singers, and she's like one of my greatest discoveries. And she had a style that everybody loved. When she passed away, Nancy Wilson called me and wanted to know if I had some songs that I was giving her, I could get to her. And Nancy Wilson told me that Phyllis was her favorite singer over Sarah Vaughan. A lot of people don't know that. I said, "Did you tell her that?" She said, "No, I never told her." I said, "Wow, I wish you would have. Maybe things would have been different."
Willfully, you'll come back on June 24th when we're at the Art Museum. All day we'll be kind of rolling out and turning up. We'll be back here at WPEB that day on Saturday, June 24th. Willfully, you can collaborate with me. City down at the Clef Club. In honors to you. Honors to Miss Renee for bringing you and keeping the spirit alive with the living legends.
Okay.
So one love. I appreciate you.
All right. One of these days, I want to give a show that incorporates everything, all music, and every type of music. I want to just give a big show and everybody do their thing, just like
Saturday nights.
Stir it up.
Talking all that jazz, she'll be doing it. So we'll keep you pressed.
Okay.
Well, my dear Chaplain, my dear, thank you very much, and Poetica. And it was a pleasure talking to Mr. Norman Connors. And we hope to bring you back again sometime soon so we can ask you some more questions. But because they came back, they were really enthusiastic about being able to talk to you instead of sitting and talking to you in your presence and your greatness. I had to give the floor to him for just for a minute. I thought I had to drag him on. But for the most part, we're going to talk about you, hopefully when you come back. We'll get you soon. Talk about you as a side man and as a leader.
Beautiful.
We just thank the world of you. And we're getting ready to wrap up the Shed Kitchen, and we're just so appreciative that, like you said, the living legend that came to WPEB.
Yeah.
And we're going to go out with some music. Let me ask you a question. Now, all the music that you have, and we have the best of Norman Connors. How can people, besides this show, get in touch with some of the programs or projects or things that you're doing? Is there any way that they can reach out to you?
Yeah, I have a CAPT period CONNORS at yahoo.com. Cap period Connors at yahoo.com. People can get in touch with me. And I don't want to give my phone number out.
No, not necessarily. But however, we'll do it for you for WPEB.
Okay.
If you have any questions, anybody can call in and leave a message. We had some calls earlier, but you can call back if you need more information about the show on July 14th, as well as anything that you'd like to say. You can call 215-472-0881. That's 215-472-0881. You can leave a message from Mr. Connors for Renee McBride Williams. That way you know. Karen Dunn will be back next week. Mary Dumas' show is on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. And I will be back on next week. We'll talk to Mr. Ryan Spack, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the music of Mr. Norman Connors as well. We bring him back another day, shortly, hopefully,
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And it's going to be a lot of stuff because he is a friend of WPEB. And that show, July 14th at the Philadelphia Club. And we're going to have to play a game next week called Name That Tune. And we'll have some tickets for you for some giveaways. And thank you for listening to WPEB, The Shed Kitchen. I'm Renee McBride Williams. Peace out. Thank you, Mr. Connors.
Thank you, and we got some of the greatest vocalists that can sing Phyllis's music with us.
Yeah, and one of
These vocals are unbelievable.
Yeah, I've heard her sing. And we also, on that note, we want to say who the other artists will be, as well as Suzanne Bridges, and give us the other two.
Suzanne Burgess is from Philly, Marva King from LA, and Theonita Valentin, she lives in Tampa, Florida. And we'll all be there. And my Starship Orchestra.
Starship Orchestra.
My Starship Orchestra will be there. And we're gonna do all the Norman Connors hits, and then we're gonna do all the Phyllis Hyman songs. It's gonna be one big show. Well, we got two shows.
July 14th, two shows.
Yeah, one at 8 and one at 10:30.
You hear that, folks? Hear that, lady? Get ready. We're gonna be there July 14th at the Philadelphia Club. Like I said, for more information, you can call WPEB 215-472-0881. Peace out.
Peace.
Oh, that
All
is
right.
so great.
That was such an
Nice
awesome
camera.
interview.